Hello my friends, this is Subsuke with my first tutorial on YouTube and my first tutorial on the analog machines. And while trying to find sounds for a new track that I want to make, I thought about creating something kind of deep housey and get a kind of a deep house bass, pretty much in the way that Gorgon City does it. And I came up with a sound that is actually used in Gorgon City's Saving My Life track, and this bass sound we want to create now sounds like this. Okay, so without further ado, let's go in and let's actually create this sound. First off, let's go in here and back to the sound browser here and clear the track sound. I already have those notes on here, so as of now it sounds like this. Yeah, nothing spectacular, right? So the first thing we want to do is we want to use the second oscillator, and the first oscillator is not used at the moment, so I dial it down. I go to the second oscillator and change the waveform. We are using square waves, so let's select the pulse wave here, which is pretty much a square wave, and let's actually tune that thing to an area that we like. Okay, we play that thing now. Can't literally hear something because the level is down, sorry. So let's turn the level up to 100 and let's play that again. Okay, octave range should be good. So let's first thing we want to do is go to the envelope here, and let's see what we can do with the filter envelope. Now this thing has kind of a yeah, dullish kind of a sound. It's filtered down and it has a snappy envelope, and we recreate that thing now. So on the envelope, let's first bring the sustain down. Now reduce the decay a little bit. Thought something about 625 should be fine, and increase the release slightly, just to give it a bit more time to settle down. And also choose another waveform for, yeah, actually another shape. I thought I used this one. Pretty cool. Let's see on the filters. There are several things we can do now. I would not use the first filter because its slope is not so steep than the second one, but the second filter, yeah, it has more punch to it. It does have a better filter scope. I guess it's a 4-pole or something like that. I'm actually not sure. Let's bring it up to like this. Let's see. Low pass 2 is what I want to use here, and let's bring it to about 55 to try it out. And now let's increase the depth so that it's getting like this, and bring this filter up, completely up, and let's have a listen. That's pretty close already. Let's bring the filter down a little bit more to something like 41. Now quite an important thing is Oscillator 2 has a second page to it where you can select several things, like a pitch bending, for example, which you can see right here. This is the band depth, and this is the note slide time actually. So let's bring the band depth completely up. Bring the slide time down a little bit so that it gets kind of a punchier attack to it. Let's listen without it. And let's listen with some slide bending on it. Pretty close to what we want, right? Now, there are several other things we can do. We can, for example, bring in the first oscillator and tune it a little bit down, something like 12, or maybe even 24 to give it a bit low end. Choose a triangle wave here. Let's find that one and dial it in a little bit. Yeah, just to actually have something that's rolling in the background. Let's play that again. Can barely hear it. Let's see what else we can do. We have this thing up, everything on the amp as well, the envelope. Okay, let's see what we can do. Bring this down a little bit further. Let's take that down a little bit, slightly. This one down. Now let's try to bring, yeah, I guess that's it. Okay, I found what it was. First thing, the octave was lower. This is the sequence that I've prepared here, and the notes I've prepared were pitched down a little bit. So I had this, in the first try, I had this tuning lower for the second oscillator. So I just did that, and on the filter I also had some resonance going on, and the resonance is making it a little bit, yeah, smacky, and that's not so nice actually. So let's bring this down, and let's try that again. Much better now. Now it will obviously not sound like the one that Gorgon City have used, or that several other artists use, because they use different synthesizers for that. Mostly something like Massive or Serum. But I think we can come pretty close with the Analog 4, and hence it is an analog machine, so it sounds pretty decent as well. Okay, so I hope you like it and found this useful, and if so, leave a like and subscribe. Cheers!